Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Board of Public Works and Utilities Committee meeting. Today is Tuesday, March 4th, and the time is 4 p.m. I'll continue with the roll call. I am the mayor, Kim Smith. Alder Knott is not here at the moment. If he shows up, I will note his attendance. Dan Stevens is not here. If he arrives, I will note his attendance. Jared Holter.
Here.
Sabrina Steger. Here. That being said, we do have a quorum. Item 2, consideration and action on the minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I will second.
We have a motion by Sabrina Steger, been seconded by Jared Holter. Is there any discussion? Not seeing or hearing any. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Is anyone opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 3 is public input. If anyone from the public would like to give input to the committee, now is the time to do so. Please begin by stating your name and your address and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Do we have any public input this evening? Second call for public input. Third and final call for public input. Not seeing or hearing any, I'll continue with consideration and possible action on the following items. For Public Works, item number 4 is the Community Center Project Architectural Services Construction Phase. I'll ask Jared Holter to introduce this item to the committee this evening. Jared.
Thank you. In your packet tonight, we do have a proposed amendment, which is number 3, to the design services contract with ISG Incorporated, which was our architect for the community center project. In your packet tonight, that amendment does show a time and material not to exceed $38,000. In the original scope of the project design, which was approximately $560,000, we did have construction services, but we did dial those back quite a bit because we had our city engineer, Kevin Schubert, working on the project. But we have had a few things come up during the project. There's been a variety of changes in the kitchen, video surveillance, IT modifications, electrical modifications, some additional equipment, and some things like that that have taken time. They do note that they have almost 6,400 left in the contract, but we will be running over. So I do not envision that we will be using all of this amount unless something drastic comes up in our final report walkthrough punch list items. I think this is probably more than we'll need, but we are proposing to approve the $38,000 tonight.
Would you like to just go ahead and make that as a motion?
I'll make that as a motion to approve ISG Incorporated amendment number 3 in the amount of $38,000 not to exceed.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Jared Holter. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger for number 3, ISG not to exceed $38,000. Any more discussion? Jared.
This will come up as part of the next change order item, but currently the contingency in the budget was $383,000 approximately. We have, after the change order tonight, about $144,000 in change orders. With the $38,000, if we did spend all of it in this, we would still have just over $200,000 left in the contingency fund for the project.
Thank you for that. Sabrina, do you have any other things? Nope. Okay, with that being said, the motion on the floor is to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 5 is change order number 3 for the community center project. Jared, could you please summarize this one?
Yeah, in your packet tonight on page number 6, it does outline the change order number 3 for the community center project. It says have a variety of items. I'll just go through them quick. So item A is for plumbing valves, better isolation, operation efficiency, $3,890.56. Additional roof drain for $3,678.04. Upsizing the kitchen hood for the revised kitchen and the ceiling and layout revisions. That was $7,316.56. Gym striping adjustments for branding and definition of the court, $6,445.11. AV and IT standards for IT equipment, that was $21,834.34. That one actually is explained a little bit better on page 46. There's an itemized list on page 46. And then a Window sills at the kitchen was $391.94. This would be a net increase change order of $43,556.55. And as I stated earlier, this does fall within the contingency for the project.
I'll make a motion to approve change order number 3 for the community center project in the amount of $43,556.55.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Sabrina Steger. It's been seconded by Jared Holter. This is change order number 3 for the community center. The total is $43,556.55. Is there any additional discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 6 is the 2025 miscellaneous concrete project bid. Jared?
In your handed out at your desk tonight, I do have a bid tabulation from the bid opening for the 2025 miscellaneous concrete project that was held today. We did only have one bidder, which was Fowler and Hammer. They did meet the requirements of the contract, and their base bid was $298,592.03. We did have 3 contractors looking at the project. We were actually kind of surprised today that we only got the one bid, but we did have 2 other contractors that were actively asking questions, and we really thought we're going to bid, and I think everybody thought they were going to bid. So I think we got a good bid. It does fall within our 3 projects that we have within this, and those are budgeted at $315,000, so we are within what we had budgeted. I'll make a motion to approve Fowler and Hammer for the 2025 miscellaneous concrete project at a cost of $298,592.03.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor by Jared Holter. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger to award the 2025 miscellaneous contract bid, concrete bid to Fowler and Hammer as described. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 7 is the urban forestry bid.
And out at your desk tonight is the bid tabulation for the bid opening of the 2025 urban forestry bid. We did have 3 bidders submit bids. At the bid opening, we did realize that one of the contractors had used an invalid bid form. So we did not process their bid as part of the processing of the bids for tonight. We are bringing forward the 2 bids for evaluation, and we are recommending to award the bid to Krybeck Holdings LLC in the amount of $59,430. That is within the $80,000 that was budgeted, and we are going to receive a $25,000 return on a grant from the Wisconsin DNR once the project is complete. So,
Okay, Sabrina?
So question on that. So with the grant, is there a certain amount that we have to spend to receive the 25,000?
50,000, so we are over the amount. So we will receive the full grant back.
So with the remaining funds, would we try to do any more, or would
see
we
what
just carry
projects-
that forward?
We'll see what projects come up during the year, and if we do not have another project, we'll carry the funds over and probably put it toward another project in 2026.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve Krybeck Holdings LLC for $59,430 for the 2025 urban forestry program bid.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Jared Holter. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger to award the 2025 urban forestry bid to Krybeck Holdings LLC as described. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 8 is project professional engineering services for County Road SS Street Project. Jared?
In your packet tonight on page 56, we do have a consultant selection summary. We did send out the RFP to 3 consultants. Strand Associates did not respond to the project. They were, at this time, they did not have time to do the project. So we did receive proposals back from SEH and MSA. Myself, Kevin Schubert, and Rick Niemeyer did score them, come up with SEH for a score of 276, MSA for 271. SEH had a proposed fee of 89,800. MSA was at 96,805. Staff is recommending we go with SEH in the amount of 89,800. In this, we did have 75,000 budgeted in the 2025 capital improvements budget. This project will take probably almost 2 years to design and get through the state process, so we will budget the rest of the remainder in the 2026 capital projects budget.
Okay, thank you for that.
I'll make a motion, we approve SEH for the Double S Street project, design in the amount of 89,800.
I'll second.
We have a motion on the floor by Jared Holter. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger to move forward with SEH for the engineering services at the amount of $89,800. Is there any further discussion? Sabrina?
So just a question, has that been kind of the norm in the past, that if it did go over, we would just,
Correct.
in this
We-
type of project?
Yeah, we know these are multi-year projects that are going to take multiple years to finish. So we're trying to, we don't want to over budget, but we're trying to guess at what we think it's going to be. And that, well, as you can see, it came in a little higher than what I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Okay. All right. Therefore, the motion on the floor is to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Number 9 is the 2025 pavement maintenance. This is the chip seal project. Jared?
In your packet tonight, I have included maps and a street listing of the streets we propose to do this year. As you know from previous years, this is a key component of our pavement maintenance program. We are proposing to do this with La Crosse County again. They have done it for over 25 years with the city. So they do a good product. We will get a bill once we get the project done. We are using $1.82 as our estimated cost. That would, on page 61, if you look, that would give us a total cost of $395,837.02. And that we do have $400,000 budgeted in the 2025 capital improvements budget.
Just trying to get those dollar amounts again.
I can read that
So
off. Did you get it? It was $395,837.02 as listed on page 61.
that's the cost. And then what was the budgeted?
400,000.
Okay.
We do have monies left from the 2024 capital improvements for pavement maintenance, and we use some of those funds that are left over for some crack filling work to be done yet.
Okay. So did you estimate it that well, or did you have a little bird tell you what the cost was?
No, we just kind of get the streets come to that point. So it was just happened to be
Really good.
really close.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 pavement maintenance chip seal project. Do I need to include the dollar figure? Or will that kind of change?
I think you can do it for the 395.
Okay, for $395,837.02.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Sabrina Steger. It's been seconded by Jared Holter to move forward with the 2025 pavement maintenance chip seal project as described. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Number 10 is the Wisconsin Department of Transportation State Trunk Highway 157 Main Street project. Jared?
This is just an update. I did attach in the agenda tonight on page 67, 68, 69, the letter that was sent out by the Wisconsin DOT in regards to the upcoming Main Street State Trunk Highway 157 project. This is still anticipated to be constructed in 2028. We are working with the DOT to work on a public information meeting in the spring, summer of 2025, so there'll be more information coming out on that. But just wanted to let the board know that the state is moving along with the project, and it still appears to be on track for the 2028 construction year.
Thank you for that. Any questions on this? All right, thank you. We'll move on then to number 11, the change order number 1 for the Franklin Street Lift Station Rehabilitation Project. Jared?
Thank you. On page 72 is a request from TJ's Excavating for an extension of the contract completion date for the Franklin Street Lift Station project. This has been in the works for about a year now since we bid out the project. That project, between shop drawings and various lead times, including some of the valving that we specified, the lead times are pretty long on those. We did run into some supply chain issues, so the contract completion date was May 1st is what the contract states now. We are going to push that to November 1st of 2025. Contractor is scheduling their work to be started in July, so we should be able to make this date. We did, this does have clean water funding, so Kevin did reach out to the Wisconsin DNR engineer that's in charge of our project, and they did approve the time frame addition. It's really out of the contractor's control. They haven't slowed themselves down by their own anything they've done. So staff feels this is warranted to approve the November 1st, 2025 completion date, and be at no cost change to the project.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve change order number 1 for Franklin Street Lift Station Rehabilitation Project. Just changing the date to November of 2025.
Second.
Okay, motion has been made by Sabrina Steger. It's been seconded by Jared Holter to accept change order number 1 for the Franklin Street Lift Station as described. Is there any additional discussion? Sabrina?
Do I have to do anything different in any type of reporting or anything for the clean water loan?
No, I think once we get to that point, we will get it should be fine. I mean, once we close out the project, we'll push back to loan closing a few months
Okay.
later.
Perfect.
Please let the record show that Stephen Knott has arrived. Stephen, I'll just go ahead and continue to chair the
Yeah,
meeting.
that's fine. I apologize. I'm late.
No problem.
Which number are we on?
We're on number 11.
11, okay. Oh, geez.
Okay.
I knew it would be a short meeting,
We
yeah.
would let you know that we had a quorum. It's all good. It's all good. Nothing controversial happened as far as we know. Okay, so is there any further discussion on number 11? Okay, so the motion on the floor is to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. Item number 12, the pay estimates. We do have an updated version on our
I
desktop.
do have an updated version. I do apologize by my cut and paste. The Municipal Well and Pump did not have a $4 million contract. So I did get the correct number under number 13. Their contract amount as approved by the Board of Public Works was $80,100. And then we also did add TJ's Trucking. They did get the generator delivered, so we are paying for the generator that is in possession. So that is what that was. That's number 16 that was added. So we're recommending approval of all 16 estimates tonight.
I'll move to approve all 16 estimates.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger to approve the 16 pay estimates as described by Jared Holter. Is there any, and shown in our handout, is there any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. Utilities, there is no report. Item 14, adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Stephen Knott. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? We are adjourned. The time is 4:20.